The Tampa Bay Buccaneers moved to 2-0 in the division with a 20-16 victory over the Detroit Lions. And I think many people forget that this was a playoff team last year. They went 9-8, made it to the wild card game, and beat the Philadelphia Eagles 32-9 in that game. And it really shows, right? In the first game, they played a Washington team that's been overhauled and anew, and it really played out that way. Tampa Bay looked like a team that has been together, that is working together, that's really starting to gel, and got off to a quick start. They come in here to a Detroit Lions team who's also a playoff team, and it was a tough game and a tough out, but guys made plays, and the guy who's making the plays the most is Baker Mayfield. I mean, what can you say about what he's doing here? He just looks so comfortable in the pocket, like you see on this play right here. His pocket awareness is excellent. He's buying time. He's able to escape the pocket, make plays, positive yards, and the big deal, protecting himself, going down the sliding. This guy's been getting touchdowns on his own. He's been throwing touchdowns, and it really helps out an offense and really brings another dynamic to an offense when a guy like Baker Mayfield can get out there and run as he has. Another great thing is the wide receivers. First week, it was Mike Evans. This week, Chris Godwin was the guy who racked up the yards, going for 7 catches, 117 yards and a touchdown. This is what you want from a football team. Guys who are making plays, and every week it's not going to be the same guys. It may be someone different. Someone else's number may be called, and that's important in this game, and it's important in this league, because that way teams can't key in on what you're doing, and they have to prepare for everyone, all of the weapons along the football field that are going to be out on the football field. And this is what makes this team very, very dangerous. And they have a solid run game, and you have to respect it. And Baker also knows that it takes everyone.
Starters, having a bunch of guys out, a lot of guys stepping up in a huge way, and for it to come down to critical moments in a really tight ball game and everybody stepping up is so big for everybody on this team to stick together. Obviously a different outcome than we had last time we were here, like you mentioned, but it's a new season. Still got a lot of games left, but for us, building chemistry and building this resiliency and the culture that we want, this is a huge win for us. And so we have to continue to build on that. And now there's a lot of stuff we can fix. I said it on the field after the game. It's completely on me on the last drive, not making them burn their last timeout before punting the ball. So got to be better in that aspect, but it's always better to learn off of a win than it is a loss. So, continue to push forward and build on it.
He's right. Situational awareness is very important. Not turning the football over is very important. But one thing that this defense is doing very, very well is getting folks off the field on third down. 36% through 2 games that opponents are on third down, and only 40% in the red zone. That's important. That's what's going to win your ball games. And we know this is a new style of buck ball, but when it comes down to it, sometimes you got to get nasty and gritty, and it's going to be a close one at the end. And those stats for your defense is going to make a heck of a difference. You look at them on the offensive side of the ball, they're around 50% for third down conversions, 47.83%. That's really good. And they're over 50% in red zone scoring. And that's important because you want to get that ball in the end zone. You want to put points on the board. Every point matters, especially when you're playing teams that are tough. As they get down this schedule, they will face tougher teams. Next week, it's the Denver Broncos at home. Young quarterback, another team that is anew, trying to formulate what they want to be, build their identity. We'll see what happens and how they can take advantage of them. This is going to be a great game to set up and continue the momentum as The next week in week 4, they'll be going against the Philadelphia Eagles, which is a very important game against a tough NFC foe. For Sports Journey, I'm Dujane Bland.